am so grateful that I've had a ton of opportunities to try out a lot of new travel gear this year. So today I am thrilled to share with you my top 10 favorite new Amazon travel items of 2023, which would all make fantastic travel gifts for your favorite traveler. And since it is the season, I thought I'd share my own travel gear wish list with you too. Let's go. To start us off, I am beginning with one of my favorite travel gear brands, and that is Trip Travel. If you've been here a while, you know how much I love my Trip Travel compression packing cubes that I've had for quite a few years. And this year, I added a couple of their newer items to my gear list, and two of them have made the top 10 list. The first, if you've been watching my videos this year, is going to be no surprise, and it is their toiletry bag kit. And I say kit because it doesn't just come with the one toiletry bag. You actually get the toiletry bag, you get a TSA approved 311 quart carry-on approved bag. Now, you guys out there that are going to fight back with me about it not being a true quart size bag, I have never gotten called out using this as my liquids bag going through TSA. So take that with a grain of salt. If you are concerned, you can always pack your liquids in a quart size bag inside this bag so that you can pull it out when you are going through airport security. But I've never had an issue. Comes with this liquids bag, the actual toiletry bag kit, which is 3 different sections. In fact, this plastic section will come off as well. And I just love all the mesh that they use to make this with so that you can stretch out the bag to fit those oddly shaped containers that we have sometimes. It does have a hook so you can hang it in the bathroom or wherever you want to hang it. And just lots of different little compartments to pack in. And lastly, it comes with one of these tube bags, which I use for a variety of different things. I have several of these from my other compression bag kits too. So I'll use it for toiletry stuff. I'll sometimes use it to pack my curling iron in, or socks, underwear, those types of things. Other stuff that, you know, just doesn't need to go into any of these plastic or toiletry kit bags. Again, I have several videos on how I pack this toiletry bag because it is one of my favorites, and I'll have those videos linked below if you want to see what I actually pack in my toiletry bag kit. The second item that I was so excited that Trip Travel came out with this year are mesh compression bags. The one thing that I have always had a little bit of a struggle with in my compression packing cubes is not being able to remember what I packed in each of the individual packing cubes. I don't have the memory to remember if I packed in the orange packing cube, if those are my bathing suits and underwear, or if those are my t-shirts and tank tops. I don't have that memory. So when they came out with these mesh cubes that you can see through the top of the cube, I was so excited because this resolves one of the major problems that I have. I am thrilled to be able to start packing in these because I just got them about a month ago and I haven't been on a big trip yet. Whoops, and they're sliding all over the place. But I am excited to pack in these and be able to see what I actually packed in each cube. I think it's going to make my packing organization so much better. And I am so thrilled because the packing cubes, now I know that you can go out there and you can buy less expensive packing cubes and packing compression cubes, but the zippers they use on their products are such a high quality, and the material that they use is just, it is so much nicer than those flimsy packing cubes that I've had before. These are just, they're well worth the expense and they're going to last you forever. Like I said, I've had my first set that I got from them I think 4 years ago, and I've used it a ton and I've had no issues with it. These are just fantastic. And they come with, let's see, I think this kit comes with I'm gonna have to put it on the screen. I think it comes with 5 or 6 different containers, 5 or 6 different cubes for you to be able to use. And there are a couple of different colors. I got the pretty teal because of course it matches my toiletry kit, but they have like a dusty rose and some other really pretty colors. And I do believe that they are going to be having a special on their products during this Black Friday sale week that Amazon is having from Friday all the way through November 27th. So check those out. They make an amazing, amazing gift for your traveler. And number 3 is another item that hopefully you're not sick of hearing about. It is this Love Book backpack that I got to use as my personal item when I traveled to Japan and Korea. And this thing is fantastic. Now this is the 17-inch backpack. They do have a smaller version and I believe a bigger version. This one does fit under the seat in front of you. I've had so many people ask about that in my previous videos. And yes, I used it on a budget airline flying from Japan to Korea and it fit just fine in the seat underneath. So there is no problem. I will say the one place it did not fit is when I was in the comfort seats in Delta flying over to Japan. I was in the seat behind the bulkhead seats, and that window seat in front of me had a lot of mechanical stuff under that seat, and this did not fit under there. But I don't even think a purse would have fit under that seat. Like the space was very limited as to what you'd be able to put under that seat. But otherwise, this backpack is amazing. I've used it for a couple of weekend trips, just taking this only. And that it works great because again, you've got all the different compartments, it's padded, the construction is just nicely done for the price. And I think it just looks cool. Love, love, love this thing. If you want to see the video where I packed it for as my personal item for my trip, I'll link that video below too. In fact, any video that I've mentioned these products in, I will have those videos below. So if you want to check out a little more in-depth information on the products, then that'll be a good place for you to check it out. And of course, all of these items are going to be linked below so that you can go to Amazon and check them out for yourself. Again, they have a lot of sales going on this week. Maybe some of these you'll be able to get a really, really good deal on. Hey, Editing Christy here. I totally forgot to let you guys know that I finally put my Amazon storefront together. I know I'm a bit of a procrastinator, but I finally have it together and that's going to be linked in the description as well. I will have all of my regular travel favorites curated there, but I'm also going to try to put together some curated folders specifically for the holidays. So if you don't really see anything in this video that you're interested in, go check out my Amazon storefront because I have all of my travel favorites there. So you might find something there that is really interesting to you that I didn't talk about in this video. Okay, back to the regular video. Next, we have an item that I was a little like, I don't know if it'll work. I don't know, should I get this or not? But I did end up getting this to help with my jet lag going to Japan. And I've actually used it a lot this fall as we've started to get rainier and cloudier and just kind of more dreary days. And it is this happy light. I know it's not something that I really thought I would purchase, but I have ended up using this a lot. I'll sit down and I will turn this on and I'll just read my book in the morning. I feel like using this in the morning helps with that whole circadian rhythm setting that we all maybe are having trouble with as we get older. I mean, I'm sleeping better and I think that I can attribute some of that to using this happy light. Again, it's not terribly expensive. I want to say it's around $29 for this, and it does pack down. This thing comes off, so it is super slimline. You can travel with this, especially if you're planning on going somewhere. Maybe you're going to go see the Northern Lights somewhere. Well, those places are going to be pretty dark. So you might want to have, you might want to have something like this with you to give you a little bit of daylight in the morning. So if you are headed off to Finland, Norway, Iceland, Alaska, maybe this winter, I would definitely suggest getting one of these. I started off 2023 with a goal of trying to really narrow down my basic capsule wardrobe. So I started looking for a couple of different items that I could have that would be my go-to capsule wardrobe items, that would be those base items that I could then build the rest of the capsule wardrobe from. And one of the things that I had been looking at was potentially getting a pair of the Spanx pants. But I, being the budget-minded person that I try to be most of the time, I do not want to spend over $100, almost $200 on a pair of pants that I wasn't sure, you know, if they would really work for me or not. So I looked for a pair of similar type pants for a less expensive price on Amazon. And I found these pants and I called them my magic pants. And there are a couple of different brands that carry them because they're kind of the same thing. And I know that the original brand I got didn't have longer links, but I have found another brand that also has the longer legs for Utah ladies out there. If you saw my video way back, I think I did it back in March, about these magic pants and how I think they are the perfect addition to put into your travel capsule wardrobe. Again, I will have that linked below. These things have just been amazing. I have worn them so much. I've washed them so much. They have not faded. They have not gotten real like peely or anything like that. The pockets are fantastic on them. Just for, I want to say $39, maybe $35. These are such a great addition to your capsule wardrobe, or even just your everyday wardrobe. And I wear these at home all the time. They're especially great for the fall and winter weather because they are a little bit thicker. I can wear them in the spring, but once it starts getting hot, they are a little too heavy for that. They're very slimming, I think. And they just, you can wear them with so many different things. I absolutely love these things. In fact, I have in my cart right now, 2 more pairs of these in 2 other colors because I think they come in like 6 different colors. So if you're looking for those basics for your travel capsule wardrobe, I would consider adding these to that. And the second clothing item that I have is this little black dress. I don't know if you'll be able to see the full thing, but I'll have B-roll running, I'm sure. And this, oh my gosh, I wore this so much when I traveled this summer. This thing just, I am definitely getting 2 more colors in this thing. I'd really like to get a blue. So if I decide to do like a navy blue or blue focused travel capsule wardrobe, I'll have that. This thing is so comfortable. It has pockets. And even though it's more of a spring, summer, maybe even into fall dress, you can wear it in the winter if you layered it up. In fact, I did a whole video on multiple different ways that you can wear this black dress. So again, that will be linked below if you want to check that out. It does, like I said, come in several different colors. So you have a lot to choose from. Another fantastic addition to your travel capsule wardrobe, I think. In my personal opinion, anyway. This next item is something that I myself got as a present from my mom this year. Thanks, Mom. And it is the Kindle Oasis. This is a little bit bigger than the Kindle that I had for several years. And it is waterproof. That was one of the things that I really wanted to get, was a book that I could read if I'm sitting in the pool. I'm not much of a bath taker, but on the rare occasion that I take a bath, it is going to be nice to be able to sit in there with this and not be worried if I drop it in the water. But mostly I really wanted it to be able to read while I'm at the beach or sitting in a pool floating around. And I love these covers, which I'll have this linked below for you as well, because it's got one that has like a little reading stand. So you can set it on your tray table in front of you if you want to set it up this way to be able to read your book. You know, then you don't have to hold it in your hands. Although most of the time I'm just holding it in my arm or my hand or whatever. If you want to give your arms a break or your shoulders a break, you can sit that down in front of you. This again has been used a ton since I got it. I got it back, probably, right before I went on my trip, and I used it the whole time I was on my trip. Plus, I pretty much read every night. Next up is something very new to me and very tiny. And it is a set of, these folding reading glasses. I saw these and I was like, these are perfect for traveling because look how little space they take up. You don't have to carry around a big, bulky eyeglass holder or anything like that. They are very, very lightweight, and they come in some really fun colors. Look at that. Aren't they the cutest? And you barely even feel that they're on your face. You can get ones that don't have the arms if you just want to kind of be like set it on your nose and be able to read the menus or your phone or whatever. But I like to do this. So I got the ones with the arms, but there are other options available. These things are so cool. I just talked about them in my 17 things that I carry in my everyday purse when I'm traveling. And I know that a couple of people have already said that they are probably going to get them as stocking stuffers for their loved ones. I think it is a perfect stocking stuffer, a great, great gift for your traveler or just anyone who unfortunately has gotten to the point that they need reading glasses these days. I tell you, having something in a dark restaurant that decides that their menu needs to be in, size 5 font or something like that, it's the best to always be able to have a pair of small reading glasses with you. The last 2 items on this list are both going to be very new items to me that I have only been using for probably the last month or so. And number 9 is the Ultra Human Ring. Isn't that the best name for a company, Ultra Human, especially for a company that is helping you track your health and fitness? I just love it. This is the Ultra Human Ring, and I have been using this for a few weeks now. My fitness tracker actually died on me a few months ago, and I was kind of debating which direction I wanted to go to replace it. So when Ultra Human reached out to me, I was super excited to try this out. And I love this thing. I was a little like, do I want to wear a ring? Do I want to have a watch? And I really like the ring. Their interface is super easy to understand, and there's no subscriptions. Like, I know there's a lot of trackers out there that you have to pay a subscription for in order to get the information from month to month. Basically, once you buy the Ultra Human Ring, you get all of that information for life. You don't have to pay anything additional. Some of the things that they have that you don't find in other health fitness trackers is they have what they call a stimulant window, which I kind of like. It basically gives you the window that based on your sleep and your activity level that you should be drinking like caffeinated beverages, and when you should start to wean off of the caffeinated beverage for that day, which I kind of appreciate because I'm one of those people. I will keep drinking coffee probably a lot longer than I should. Many of these aspects that they have, they've based on Huberman. If you've heard anything about anything this year, you know that Huberman is just the biggest name in neuroscience and health and fitness this year. So Ultra Human has based many of their aspects of what they are tracking on the Huberman philosophies. So, that if you're a Huberman fan, you are going to love the Ultra Human Ring. Ultra Human does have some specials going on during this Black Friday week, but they've also been kind enough to offer my community an additional $50 off if you use the code GYPSY50 when you order your ring. I think if you are in the market for a new fitness tracker, this ring it's pretty damn cool. Let me just say, I feel a little Ultra Human myself wearing it around. And number 10 on the list is the Tymo Airhype hair dryer. Whew, that's a mouthful. If you saw my video from earlier this week, you know that I have just recently started using this hair dryer to help with my frizziness and the health of my scalp. This hair dryer is a fantastic gift for the traveler in your life that still likes to look stylish, but wants something that will help them create a hairstyle that maybe they can wear for 3 to 4 days without having to redo it. The Tymo Airhype hair dryer comes with all of the attachments that you need, whether you want to go curly, you want to have volume, you want to go straight, you can do it all. But my favorite things about the Airhype hair dryer, again, such a mouthful, is the digital readout so that you know exactly what temperature you are using to dry your hair. And I love that it comes with a huge variety from air temperature up to 210 degrees, and you get 3 different levels of fan speed so that you can slowly dry your scalp, keeping it healthy and not burning it, but also you can turn it up to dry even the thickest hair like mine. Tymo also has a bunch of deals going on this week, and I'll have my link below that gives you another special discount. Before we move on to more great travel gift ideas, I wanted to take a moment to let y'all know how grateful I am for you. This community is so awesome and encouraging, and knowing you guys are here is what motivates me to put these videos together week after week, hoping that, you know, when doing this, I'm encouraging and helping other women pursue their travel dreams, and hopefully helping you travel with less stress using these travel tips and travel inspiration that all of us share here as a community. Now, if you find yourself watching these videos on the regular, but you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, I would really appreciate it, because it does truly make a difference. Thank you again for taking the time to choose this video. Now let's get into that travel gear that's at the top of my wish list this year, and probably at the top of some of your wish lists this year too. So number 1 on my wish list, speaking of the Tymo hair dryer, is the Tymo Q's Multi-1 curling iron. Again, I don't know what it is about Tymo, but I have a hard time getting my mouth around the names of their products. But their Multi-1 curling iron is a base curling iron, and then it comes with 3 different levels of curling iron sizes. I would love to have that ability to go travel and take, like, you know, if I only want to take 1 level, like maybe I want to take the tiny little curling iron so I can do my tight curls, or I want to do the big barrels so that I can do looser curls, whichever way. And it packs down so much smaller because you only have 2 pieces that are about this size that can go side by side instead of having to find space for a long curling iron. It is definitely top of my list. I don't have one yet. Maybe I'll get one for Christmas. We will see. But that is number 1. Tymo is getting a lot of love from me these days. Next up is a new vlogging camera, or just a new camera to be able to shoot these videos on. I currently shoot on a Canon EOS camera, and I've had it for quite a few years, and it's a little bulky and heavy and doesn't quite give me the image that I want. I'm sure you guys have probably seen it. Sometimes on these videos they can look a little blurry. So I am looking at the Sony ZV-1 II, or it's basically the brand new vlogging camera that Sony came out with this year, and that's probably my big ask for Christmas this year, is so that I can get a new camera so that I can make better videos for you guys. But if you are looking for a really good, easy to carry camera for your travels, and you want to get something a little more past just using your phone for your travel videos and pictures, I would suggest looking at that Sony camera as well. It's under $1,000, which for a good camera, that's a real reasonable price. Next up is a packable puffer jacket. I believe back in my fall packing video, I talked about the fact that I absolutely need to get a packable puffer jacket this year, and you guys gave me all sorts of suggestions, so thank you. And I am going to probably order multiples of those and try them on and see what I like best and what fits me best. These broad shoulders, sometimes it can be a challenge to find jackets that fit right, that I can still wear over a sweater and stuff. You broad-shouldered girls get me, I know. But let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a video where I try on those different packable puffer jackets and kind of give my feedback on each one. I would, that's a video that I wouldn't mind putting together. So let me know if that's something you want to see. And another item that I put out there that I talked about that I had several of you guys suggest different toothbrushes, and I think a Quip toothbrush is going to be on my list. I just like the way that it is very streamlined, and it's rechargeable, and it doesn't take up a lot of space in my toiletry bag. So I do have, I know, it's so random to put a toothbrush on your Christmas wish list, but It is something that would be super useful for travel, and I do need one. Next is something that is probably long overdue for me to get for myself, and that is a set of noise canceling earbuds. Now, I don't have a particular brand picked out. I'll probably just, again, look at the Amazon deals and see what looks good. I know that Bose is a really good brand and everybody speaks very highly of them, but if you guys have some suggestions on what you think are the best noise canceling earbuds. I do want earbuds. I don't want over the ear headphones. I have never found a pair that fits my ears very well. And I think I feel like I get a little claustrophobic wearing over the head earphones. I don't know. Is that just weird? Or does anybody else have that feeling when I don't know, I feel really closed in, and I think I just don't like that. But if you have a suggestion on earbuds, please let me know in the comments below, because that is probably something I'm going to be looking at getting maybe this week during all of the sales too. Next up is a smaller item that would actually make a great stocking stuffer, and it is a Victorinox, I think that's how you pronounce it, credit card multi-tool. And this thing has like all the little tiny things that you might need to maybe fix something while you're out, or just to, you know, add a little comfort. It's got a nail file, it's got a pair of little tiny scissors, it's got a toothpick, tweezers, I'm not sure if I said that or not, but anyway, it's got all the little tiny things, and it's, you know, the size of a credit card. It's small, so it's perfect for, you know, everyday travel carry, but also you could have it in your purse for any of those daily emergencies that might happen while you're out and about. Perfect little stocking stuffer idea. Or for the traveler in your life that you don't know what to buy, this could be the perfect thing for them. This next item is probably not for everybody, but because I do have a few tropical trips planned in 2024, I would like to have my own snorkeling gear, so I'm not always struggling to find a mask that fits my face. And Amazon has so many options when it comes to snorkeling, so this is something that I would really like to have. My friends that I travel with have their own snorkeling gear, so I kind of feel a little left out. So snorkeling gear is definitely one of my top 10 wish list items this year. If snorkeling gear is something that you already own and you purchased some from Amazon, let me know in the comments below what you found worked for you, because I have a small face, so I need a mask that's gonna, you know, fit a smaller size face. So if that's something that you have struggled with and you found the perfect snorkeling gear, please share it with all of us. Next on my list is one of the larger check-in level 8 suitcases. My carry-on level 8 suitcase has been amazing, and it has been a total workhorse. I've put it through the ringer with all of the traveling that I've done, and no matter how much abuse I've given it, it still looks almost brand new. And the thing can hold a ton, but there are some longer trips that I want to take, and I don't mind paying for a checked-in bag, so I would like to kind of go up to the next level and get a larger level 8 suitcase. It's definitely on the list for a reason, because I am hoping to do some longer travel in the next year, and I'm going to need a little bit, even packing lighter, I'm going to need to be able to take a little bit more with me. Next is another item that has been often suggested by you guys, and it is merino wool shirts. So I would like to try out a couple of the merino wool shirts now, because it's been several years since I tried them out, and before, the ones that I had kind of made me itchy. So I want to try out a few of these. I like that you can buy them short sleeved with a V-neck, so I don't have all that stuff up around my neck that might add, you know, make me a little more itchy. And I like the short sleeves because then I can layer them over other things. But I love what you guys have pointed out is that they don't start to smell, and you can wear them for several days without needing to wash them, and all of those things for long-term packing and to be able to pack lighter. I just think that they might be a great addition to the travel capsule wardrobes, because they're not inexpensive. $50 for basically a t-shirt is a little hard to, you know, to swallow sometimes. I mean, some of them are over $100. So, you know, I want to try them out and see how they work and see if I like them and make sure that I'm not going to be allergic to them, I guess is the biggest thing. Again, let me know if there is a merino wool shirt that you guys really like down in the comments below. And last on the list is another brand item that so many of you have suggested, including my own cousins, and that is the Travelon Purse. Now, when I did my crossbody versus sling bag purse comparison, many of you swore by the Travelon purses. So I've got it on my list as something that I'd like to get for myself, since so many of you have high regards for that brand. Now, that is another video that I'm considering doing, is because there are other brands that many of you also suggested for purses and sling bags to try out, that I might do a try on, if you try on purses, do a try on haul of all of those different brands that y'all suggested and see what the benefits and features are of each one of those. So again, let me know if that's something that would be helpful to you. And if you want to know what I'll be carrying around in the Travelon bag when I get it, check out this video next.